what's up? Welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I'm Tyler here. I've got Nick with me, and today we're going to jump into a beer that we're both pretty excited about. For one, he hasn't had it in a while. It's probably been, what, years?
Yeah, but at least a few years.
Yeah.
So I know this was one that I used to go out and look for.
Every time it came out. Because it always came out around Thanksgiving, I think, or maybe a little before. But anyway, you've all probably heard of this one. This is Sierra Nevada's Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. I'm pretty sure I've had this every year for the last at least 4 or 5 years. What was this? This was canned on September 30th, so just a little over 2 months old. Kind of weird that it's that early, but I don't know. I like the label on this one because it always reminds me of like Christmas time. It's got the little cabin in the woods. What's the ABV on this? Like 6.8 actually. I thought it was higher. All right.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada beers always kind of.
Oh wow.
Oh, there you go. Careful.
What happened there?
They always kind of surprise you because they feel like they should be more.
Yeah. And for those who don't know much about Celebration, it is going. Oh, God. Apparently, I just give myself horrible for it. It is a West Coast IPA. So if you only like the new school hazy stuff, you're probably not gonna like this. Dude,
I'm just laughing at the difference between these two.
Look at these
glasses
pours
right now.
I thought they had they're both Southern Grist glasses. I thought they were the same, but, well, I was going to try to give you more, but...
No, don't worry about it.
All right, well, mine has a 4 fingers of head. Yours has a half a finger of head.
Just a scotch.
It's sort of like a, not quite khaki, but it's like an off-white color head. Beer, this one to me is like a... I don't even want to call that's not amber to me.
No.
Well, at least in the light it's not. It's super orange, but down here it looks more amber or red even. Something like that.
It's like a soft red.
Yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't call it to the verge of like a red ale or anything like that. It's just it looks like it's got caramel malt in it.
Yeah, I can't tell what the head looks like on here because, well,
I'm not even gonna. Well,
mine's like already starting to fade quite a bit.
Yours, you'll be able to smell yours at least.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's.
You'll need a tissue.
No, I'm gonna stick my whole nose in it. All right, well, let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. For that,
quite literally for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty typical.
Yeah.
West Coast.
That makes me feel good. That's
what you live.
That's
for.
what I cut my teeth on.
Yeah. I mean it's piney.
Yeah.
I mean it's citrusy. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's almost 100% that there's caramel malt in this.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, because when we first started brewing, we used caramel malt. Remember that one beer we did? We didn't know like how to scale back on that, and it was super, super dark.
Yeah,
and it was because we used a lot of caramel malt.
Yeah, so it looked very similar to this, and
the
smell wasn't too far off either.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of sweetness on there.
Yeah, there is. It's
not
it's like just a little bready, little caramel type thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. But as far as like fruit, I'm just kind of getting like a citrusy, like almost, I guess, grapefruit or something.
Did it say what hops they used in here?
No, but I bet it's a lot of the old school and like Centennial and Cascade probably.
Yeah, which is just pushing that classic fruit in there.
Yeah, that and just dank pininess. Like I don't know if you agree with like you've used Pine Sol before probably, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever get that kind of West Coast almost? Just like a little bit of like a citrusy cleaner?
No, because the Pine Sol, it's very chemical.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean...
the distinct chemicals, not flavor, but scent to it.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it might.
Your wife did catch you drinking Pine Sol once. I'm just kidding.
What?
Your wife caught you drinking Pine Sol in the kitchen.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
Maybe after drinking a case of West Coast IPAs,
yeah, you were craving Pine Sol.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, nothing too crazy with it. I mean, if like, it's not going to blow you away, but there's something still special about it.
Yeah.
And you don't always have to have, a beer that's just crazy over the top. Like you can have a normal beer and it still has a place.
Yeah. And I'd imagine once we taste this, it's gonna be one of those that just kind of takes you back a little bit. No, I'm fine.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and taste it. I hadn't had it since last year.
Yeah.
And you haven't had it in a few years. Yeah, it's bitter.
Yep.
Yeah, like, I guess, piney bitter.
Right, and then it hits you right there at the end. Mm-hmm.
It's got a little sweetness that kind of lingers in the back too.
Yeah.
I think it's very grapefruity. Like it seems like
Yeah, I'm
it's,
getting a little bit of grapefruit.
it's like
in there.
orange, but like I'm getting more of like bitter. Like when I think of a grapefruit smell, like it doesn't smell like an orange completely, but it's got like a bittersweet
Yeah.
thing. I guess it's more like the ruby red, like the red grapefruit. I think is more sweet and it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Kind of get that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, like that hits it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you don't, because I would say most of us don't drink West Coast IPAs as much as we used to.
Right. I mean, because when the hazies came in, we just kind of all jumped ship and went to the hazies. But I don't know, it's refreshing to get back into one of these.
Mm-hmm. It's got like a decent amount of carbonation too, unless I'm just comparing it to like the hazies where they don't.
No, I'd say, I mean, even for a West Coast, I mean, it's still pretty carb.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty soft, honestly.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be more crisp, but it's got a real softness to it that I would almost compare it to an IPA as far as the mouthfeel, but
Yeah.
it's, I don't know.
I think that'd be the only similarity.
Yeah, definitely.
But I could see what you're saying with that.
Definitely. I mean, none of the taste is even remotely close to a new school beer. Mouthfeel somewhere around lighter side of medium, probably.
Yeah.
It's got a bitterness to it. It's got a sweet malt, character to it. The caramel breadiness there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's got everything you expect in a West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
An old school West Coast, too.
I remember it being a little more bitter, though. Like a little more bite on it.
Yeah.
And it could just be me thinking about it in my head from years past.
Yeah, I thought they said on here when they first brewed it. Maybe it's on the bottle version. I can't remember. I feel like this was first brewed in like late 80s or something.
Oh, wow. That long ago?
I think so.
Wow.
I feel like the first time they brewed it was either, well, I'm either thinking of this or the regular pale ale.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, because they've been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. But anyway, what would you rate this one?
I mean, I don't think you're gonna like it, but I mean, this would be like a solid 4, maybe 4.3, 4.4 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go 4.2. So
yeah, because I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a sucker for a West Coast.
You're an old school hophead.
I don't know about that, but yes. But it just
well, I mean,
there's nothing about this that I would say like, oh man, they could have improved.
Yeah, there's nothing really you would change.
Unless I could say they should have thrown a lot more hops there at the beginning.
I mean, before I started drinking IPAs, you were already neck deep in West Coast IPAs. So
yeah,
I mean, I could see how you to you it would.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I would definitely go get that one. I could drink a couple more of them right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's easy to drink.
For sure.
I mean, it's only 6.8, so you're not picking up any alcohol at all. It's super easy to drink. The only thing that I would say is if it was somebody that wasn't used to a West Coast IPA, it's just going to be overly bitter.
Yeah. Because it hits a little hard on the backside.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. Well, 4.2, 4.4-ish. Pretty solid stuff. So
4.3 overall then.
Yeah. So make sure you pick this up if you see it.
Yeah. This one's pretty readily available as well.
Yeah.
Because, Sierra Nevada, they're West Coast, and they've also got the place out in North Carolina now.
Yeah, Mills River.
Yeah.
Which is basically Asheville.
Yeah. So you can kind of find it everywhere.
I'd say it's available everywhere in the country, I'd say. So, again, that's Celebration, fresh hop IPA from Sierra Nevada. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers.